Hello G.I. Joe and 1/18 scale fans, this is the human mechanism. We haven't seen too many proper G.I. Joe scale jet fighters lately, have we? Well, we have, but it usually came in the form of a Sky Striker. Great nostalgic plane, but we've seen too much of it, in my opinion. Once again, the World Peacekeepers line came to shake things up by offering a jet fighter in the G.I. Joe scale. However, this jet doesn't come from the US. It comes from Russia. This is the World Peacekeepers SU-27 Flanker. Now, before we get to the jet itself, I know I said in my last video that this was going to be a review instead of a custom video. However, it should be noted that this was given a custom paint job. It was done by YouTube user Lance858AAA, who goes by Lance858A on the HisTank forums. So before I move on, let's just take a few seconds to admire Lance's work. The paint job alone elevated this from a budget toy line to something you would see from BBI or JSI. Lance did one hell of a job. Unfortunately, the stickers have gradually degraded and have either fallen off completely or are coming apart piece by piece. Despite this, the artistry still shines through. I mean, look at how much detail that Lance put into the cockpit, something that we usually take for granted. Simply amazing, and the camera is not doing it justice. If you have the time, go check out Lance's YouTube channel. Links will be in the description. Now, let's focus on the set. I bought the flanker loose, so save for the missiles, it didn't come with any accessories, so I had to piece the set together from other sets. The figure is of course the run-of-the-mill World Peacekeepers pilot. I recommend replacing him with the Valor vs. Venom Ace figure. He's utilitarian looking, but realistic, and he looks great while displayed with the flanker. The plane comes with two openable crates and a ladder, which can be situated on the plane when the canopy is open. Quite nifty if you ask me. Now we move on to the jet itself, the SU-27 Air Superiority Fighter. This is a beast. Where do I begin? Well, first, the landing gear can fold in and out. Pretty standard. In terms of armament, we have... wow. Sky Striker, eat your heart out. Those are a lot of missiles. Now, for the more eagle-eyed viewers out there, you could probably tell that my missiles have seen better days. However, what we are dealing with are a pair of R-27 infrared missiles, two pairs of R-73s, a pair of KH-31 air-to-ground missiles, and a pair of missiles that, despite my best efforts, I couldn't identify them. Feel free to post the name of them in the comment section. Mold-wise, the detailing is surprisingly good for a budget toy line, especially around those thrust vectoring engines. The amount of detailing on World Peacekeepers vehicles never ceases to amaze me. Even small details such as the windbreak being able to move really add to the vehicle. This is an excellent jet. However, there are just a few things that keep it from being spectacular. The first thing is that the vehicle seems to be a bit light on plastic. This, in many ways, is actually a good thing, but you should still be aware of it. Second, as we have seen, the missiles have some intricate parts. As I have pointed out, the fins on my R-27s have gradually snapped off due to a few years of being moved around, so be aware of that. Lastly, and some people might see this as a nitpick, but the World Peacekeepers SU-27 is missing the Irst Scanner. Again, this might not be such a big deal for some. However, if you look at pictures of the SU-27, yeah, it's kind of a prominent feature, and the fact that it's missing from this piece kind of bothers me, especially when you're someone who likes to put your vehicles on static display. However, despite its flaws, this is a solid piece in my book. If you want a vehicle for October Guard, or you just want something that contrasts with American jets, I can't think of a better piece to add to your collection. Despite being a budget toy line, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. That is, if you can find it for a reasonable price. So, with that said, this is the human mechanism, and the Power Team Elite SU-27 has the human mechanism's seal of approval. See you all later.